Hello. What's up, everyone? We are back. Back with more Trails in the Sky. When we last left off, we were trying to figure out who broke into the mayor's house. So let's do that. This pot's been tipped over, but there's nothing inside. It looks like it only tipped over after being hit by something with force. The gift that we delivered to the mayor for the queen is... Those crooks are not going to get away with this. It doesn't look like they jimmied the door either. They must have decrypted the combination and opened it, or... Could they really have cracked the combination? It's not impossible, but I imagine it'd be difficult for anyone besides a skilled pro. My best guess is they figured out the combination using a much simpler means. What do you mean by simpler means? Well, let's see. They could have, for example, dusted the buttons with a special powder. A powder like that would have absorptive properties, and due to its fineness, it would be invisible to the naked eye. However, if a blue light were placed over it, it would glow. Alright, and... Now let's imagine for a minute that the mayor entered the combination with the powder present. The powder on the buttons would stick to his fingers and come off. This would be one way to know which buttons were pressed. Now wait a minute, wouldn't they still not know the order in which the buttons were pressed? That's not exactly the case. As the powder collected on the fingers increased, the amount taken from the buttons would decrease. In other words, the crooks could press the buttons in order starting from the least luminescent. It might be a little more difficult if there were duplicate numbers, but the crooks should be able to make a pretty good guess as to what they are. That makes sense. Joshua, are you a genius or something? That's just basic knowledge. Anyway, let's check out the buttons. That's definitely not basic knowledge, dude. Unless you're like a thief. Just as I thought, powder was used. Now there's no doubt in my mind that this safe was opened using the same method I just explained. Oh, right. Now the big question is, who dusted the buttons with that powder? We know it would have to be at least someone who visited the residence. Right, now figuring it out who that is going to be the tricky part. Oh look, there are some marks on this railing. You're right, and they're fresh too. It looks like something metal dug into the wood. Huh? What's this? Found service leaf. Don't you think it's a bit strange for a leaf to be in a place like this? On top of that, it's not a type that grows around here. You're sharp, Estelle. This is the place where the residents were locked up. It was probably dropped by one of the criminals as they were locking everybody up. So it's a key piece of material evidence, right? I had such a scare. I was cleaning up the attic when suddenly a bunch of masked men came barging in. Masked men, huh? That means it wasn't a one-man job. How many people were in the group? I'd probably guess about 3 or 4. Oh, that reminds me, one of them was short. It might have even been a girl. Are you alright, ma'am? Yes, I'm fine. The intruders weren't violent toward us. Is there anything you noticed in particular about the intruders? They were wearing masks, so I wouldn't be able to tell you about any specific features. That reminds me, I'm certain the front door was locked. I locked the door just to be safe since my husband had gone to the chapel, and there were just the 2 of us here. I wonder how in the world they got in. they said that the door was locked at the time of the burglary, right? It doesn't look like the lock's been broken either, which means they got in another way. Yeah, we figured that out already. They came up the balcony. I had the mayor run through all the details. How about you two? Did you find anything? Yeah, we found lots of evidence. Alright, then let's check out the details one by one and see what you've come up with. First off, what were the criminals after? Well, obviously whatever was in the safe. How many of them were there? The maid said 3 to 4, right? Yeah. And where did they get into the house from? A terrace. Oh, sorry, I used the wrong word. Point blank, what is the portrait of those thought to have committed the crime? It's gotta be someone who recently visited. Wow, you did a good job investigating. It looks like we'll be able to specify who the criminals are with this information. Mayor Klaus. Over the past 2 or 3 days, have you had any new faces in your study? When you put it that way, I guess there's been a number of people. That reporter from the magazine company was one. Oh, so those two came to visit you too, huh? But at the time of the crime, they were with us at Esmelis Tower. I think we can cross them off the list of suspects. I see. So, Mayor Klaus, were there any others? Other than that, there was only Josette. Hahaha, well, let's not kid ourselves here. Haha, I think it'd be a bit of a stretch for her to be our thief. After all, she's a student at the Royal Academy. Criminals aren't always dressed so they can be easily spotted. As for a school uniform, if someone put their mind to it, they could create a replica. But I'm telling you, she was a really nice girl. She was modest and courteous. Right, Joshua? I'm sorry to say this, but I completely disagree. Huh? During that time, when the mayor put the septium into the safe, that girl's eyes lit up like a hunter's eyeing her prey. Of course, since I had no conclusive evidence, I couldn't call her out on it. But at least to me, she didn't look like any ordinary student. You must be joking. Unbelievable. At any rate, it looks like we're gonna have to ask the girl a few questions. You wouldn't happen to know where she is, would you? If I remember right, she should be staying at the hotel. But she said something about taking off from Rowan sometime today. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to hurry then. Estelle, Joshua, let's try the hotel first. Right, understood. Woo! Hotel guy, where is she at? Estelle, Joshua, and even Sherazard. Something the matter? Do you remember a girl named Josette? She's a student from the Royal Academy who should be staying here. Of course I remember her, but she checked out just a moment ago. Shoot, we're a minute too late. Let's hurry to the landing port. We might be able to catch her there. She really didn't seem like a bad girl. To the airport. Please excuse the delay. The airliner should be arriving any time now, so please be patient. Yo, Alan, it's us if you haven't noticed. Oh, it's you guys. Ooh, and Sherazard too. Thank you, Adios, for this feast of the eyes. So, what's up? You didn't, by chance, happen to see a girl in a school uniform around here, did you? A girl in a school uniform? A school uniform from where? From the Genis Royal Academy? Oh, baby, those uniforms are so hot, weirdo. The contrast of those neatly pleated white skirts and navy blue socks. Oh yes, I can see them now. I totally forget what the boys' uniforms look like though. This is one obsession I just don't get. Thus define a man's eternal struggle. Back on topic here, so you didn't see a girl in a Royal Academy uniform? Nope, not this month, and believe me, I watch for those. I check all the passengers boarding and disembarking, so I can tell you at least that she hasn't come here. Which means that she came to Rowan along the roads without using an airliner. This complicates things. Our field search suddenly got much bigger. Come to think of it, there must be others, so they've got to be hiding somewhere. Wait, that reminds me. What does Estelle? Estelle pulled out the service leaf found in the attic. I almost forgot that we found this. Could this be some sort of clue? Oh right, we did find that. Sure, do you know of any places nearby where service trees grow? Service trees, huh? I'm pretty certain they grow in Mistwald, south of Roland. Mistwald? That's the forest in the opposite direction. From home is Roland, right? It seems like it's worth looking into. That settles it. Let's hit up the highway through Roland's South Gate. You're really excited, aren't you? Well, whatever it is, good luck. Back to the forest. Oh. Wait up, you're running like a crazed lunatic. Who can just walk at a time like this? Wheeze wheeze. Maybe I should think about cutting back on those blasted cigarettes. What are the two of you up to? You kids again, huh? Actually, we've got to get to Bose ASAP. But the airliner's not even here yet. I know, that's why we're heading there on foot. It'll take some time, but it's not a distance that we can't cover by ourselves. Well, don't wear yourselves out too badly. By the way, are you after a scoop or something? Yeah, and the mother of all scoops, too. No time to talk, we've got to make it there today. I wonder if Niall's going to be alright. See you later, Estelle, Joshua. Well, aren't they a lively pair? Friends of yours? Those were the reporters from one of the jobs Dad asked us to take over. I wonder what's going on. We'll get there faster thanks to fast forward. Because unfortunately this is one of two titles in this series that doesn't have fast travel, and it's sad.
We're good to go.
Oh wait, you're all grouped together. I should be able to kill everyone. Yeah!
Good to go.
Oh yeah, I forgot I have to equip all of Shara's stuff. To the forest, quickly, before they get away. Oh. No, you don't. Good, and one more. There we go.
Oh, well, we've done all.
So this is Mistwald, huh? Can you tell us anything, Shara? Someone came through here, alright. From what I can see, a number of people passed through here not long ago. I'd wager Mira, we're on the right track. How can you be so sure? Because tracking fugitives is an essential skill for bracers. Anyway, let's check the woods. Be sure to keep your voices low. Roger that. Understood. Oh, come on. Bees. Take that, bees. Ah! Gotta get everybody with aerial. I can only get 2 of them. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's right. treasure around here, right? Found a bear claw. So, not treasure per se. Oh god. Already with the whiffs. Dude, we're on stream, man. You can't do this to me. Can we get both? Can we get both? Oh, come on. We're so close. Bonk. And then we'll just do another one of those. And another one of those. No one could cast immediately. Alright, there we go. Huzzah! Whoa. This dude really wants to fight. So. Dead. Yeah, you hear that? Piece of cake. Nope, this is not the right way. This is not the way. Yeah! Then I can just... Oh, I can't reach? Come on. Atta girl. Why there's so many bad guys? None of them cast immediately either. Oh, he canceled my move? Give me a break. Wow. There we go. Woo! That's right. We found them. Good for nothing crooks. That was too easy. And to think that something as exquisite as this fell into my hands with almost no effort. Wait till Dawn and Kyle hear about this. You surprised me, that's for sure. The way you pulled off that act wearing that school uniform was simply astounding. Just what you'd expect from the mademoiselle of an ex-aristocratic family. Yeah, but what's in the past is in the past. But it certainly doesn't hurt that in this outfit I can deceive almost anyone. That gullible mayor and dim-witted bracer girl. Idiots, the whole lot of them. What was that? Calm down, let's see what else they have to say. Fine, but I'm not happy about this. Yeah, but that girl seemed pretty tough. I mean, she took care of all the monsters that appeared in the mine. The mine? Oh, so you're the one who screwed up their job. If you had just done it like you were supposed to, I wouldn't have had to put on a monkey show to get this thing. My apologies. Yeah, forget about it. All's well that ends well. At any rate, those two kids being bracers was an absolute joke. Especially that brainless bimbo. She honestly believed that we could be friends. What a freaking moron. I had to try so hard just to keep from laughing. Ha ha ha, how stupid can she be? Now that is rich. Ha ha ha, it's just so absurd. What's so funny? It's you guys. Yep, it's the brainless bimbo and her absolute joke of a bracer partner. And this probably won't come as a surprise, but we're gonna beat you up now. What? Bracers? How did they find? You did a fine job stealing that septium from the mayor's residence, but it looks like you were a little too careless in the end. In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with breaking and entering, vandalism, and burglary. It would be in your best interest not to resist, but I'm sure Estelle is hoping you will. This doesn't look good. What are we gonna do now, Josette? How about you quit quaking in your boots for starters? These bracers are nothing more than a ragtag group of kids. I think it's time we show them the real strength of the Capua family. Who are you calling us kids, you brat? I've had it up to here and I'm gonna do something about it right now. Hey, that's my line. Alright boys, get 'em! Costume change. On the fly. Alright. Let's get these scrubs wrecked. Can I hurricane all of them? Make it. Yeah, there we go. How in the world? You had enough yet? That's what you get for taking bracers lightly. I won't be taking this back if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Recovered septium crystal. Hey, that septium belongs to me. No, not to you. To the people of Roland. That's who. The sheer nerve you have to say something like that is astounding. Now that we've got the crystal back, how about we move on to confession time? That's an interesting name you mentioned. The Capua family, was it? Me and my big mouth. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. So you want to be a tough egg to crack, do you? I don't mind. At all. In fact, I like them that way. Ah! What are you trying to do? That's a dangerous thing to be swinging it around like that. What's up, Gallardo? How's it going, everyone? Well, if you can't answer with your mouth, then maybe your body can answer instead. But don't worry, I'll be extra gentle. Eek! Get away from me, you crazy witch. I think Shara's enjoying this. Let's just sit back and enjoy the show. Look out, Shara! An orbital gun? Are you alright, Shara? I'm fine, forget about me. Look at that. An airship? Haha, it looks like the table have turned in our favor now, aren't they? Are you okay, Josette? Kyle, you're late. Where have you been? Oh, never mind, just hurry up and give us a hand. No can do. Our push into Roland region has been put on hold. Something big came up in the Bose region while you were away. What's that supposed to mean? I don't have time to explain. Hurry and hop on, or I'll have to leave you behind. Crap. Just where do you think you're going? We'll pick this up another day. I don't think you've won either. Payback's gonna be a beast. I sure wasn't expecting anything like that to come out of the woodwork. Hahaha, it looks like they caught us off guard. This isn't a laughing matter. Right now, I'm so frustrated, I don't even know what to think. Well, on the bright side, we did get the septium crystal back. Switching gears, that group sure looked like a bunch of sky bandits. Yes, they certainly seem of that variety. It also sounds like they've made their Bose region their base of operations as well. I certainly wouldn't have expected a group like that to travel all the way to a rural place like Roland. I couldn't care less if they're sky bandits or brigands. Next time I see that scruffy lion jerk of a tomboy, I'm gonna thwack bam kapow her. What's thwack bam kapow supposed to mean? Thus, the septium crystal stolen from the mayor's residence was safely recovered. After returning it to the mayor, Estelle and the others returned to the guild to report the details of the incident. It looks like you've had a rough day. Who would have thought sky bandits would appear? I don't blame you for letting them escape. No, this time it was my fault. I should have been more careful. I'm really far from being in the same league as Cassius. It's not your fault, Shara. I let my emotions get the best of me, and I was careless as well. No, you guys did a great job. Your on-site investigation of the mayor's... What? Oh, well, sorry about that. The game glitched on me there. Don't you think you should recommend them, Aina? Yes, I was thinking the same thing as well. Recommend? What do you mean? Hold your horses. First comes the payment for a job well done. This is for you both, and take this as well. Received recommendation. This is, as of now, you both are junior bracers. In other words, bracers in training. In order to become senior bracers, you'll need to receive recommendations from all branches in the kingdom. This is your recommendation from the Roland branch. Is it really okay for us to have this? I had heard in order to become a full-fledged bracer, we'd need to achieve something fairly noteworthy. I think in light of the jobs performed in your father's stead and your great showing here, your achievements are sufficient. However, those achievements are only for your work here in Roland. You'll need to receive recommendations from the other regional branches after achieving success there as well. Bose, Ruan, Zeiss, and finally Gransel. You've still got a long road ahead of you. Even so, I'm really happy. It was worth all the hard work. Now that we've come this far, don't you think we should visit the other regions too, Joshua? I figured you'd say as much. I agree with you, but we can't decide this all by ourselves. We should discuss it with Dad when he gets home. Right. Oh, that's the telephone, right? Hello, this is the Bracer Guild's Roland branch in the Liberal Kingdom. Ah, it's been a while since we last talked, hasn't it? I see. Are you sure? That's terrible. I wonder if something happened. It looks that way to me. Yes, that's right. He left on business the other day. What? I apologize, but this is a little difficult to believe. Understood. I'll pass on the news to his family. They'll be fine. They're bracers too. And if you hear anything else, please let me know. What's wrong, Aina? It's unusual for you to be so surprised like that. Who was calling? The Bose branch. Something terrible has happened. The airliner, Lind, has disappeared over the Bose region. What? How is that possible? I don't know any of the details, but the Royal Army is currently conducting a wide-scale search. Due to this event, all of their flights have been postponed. Well, that explains the backup at the landing port. And... Aina? Estelle, Joshua, please brace yourselves. Womp womp. Your father Cassius was aboard the airliner which went missing. What? Impossible. There's got to be some kind of mistake. It seems his name was on the passenger list. Liberal Bracer, Guild, Roland Branch, Senior Bracer, Cassius Bright, 45. And that is the end of the prologue.